So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Where's ready? Blue way. 52's the mic. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Check, 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 check. Check 13. Check 13.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Ready? White 25. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Follow. He's checking. He's checking. Flip it. Easy. Go.
Jameis to throw it. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff. Geis going right. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll try and get it with Geis. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the 4th quarter, but 2nd quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster, try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
Play action now, Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. It's Geis on the counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
To throw, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4th down coming as the Bucs send on Cairo Santos for the field goal try. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got him. On me.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the second down throw on target. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 down. Eyes up. 80.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen, and that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now it's Barber. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Check. Check out. Come on. Sunday.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rosen will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls back inside for the completion.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now it's Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Watch Mike. All day, every day, any day.
Now a run with Geis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 9, Winston to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Let's go on an attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3 down, 3 down. Hug.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Rosen to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down now, it's Wood. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And now it's Rosen looking. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I know he ain't got it. Where's 52? 52 is the mic. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Green, 17.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Here we go, even. You. Switch. Check your hot wing. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Easy. Go get him. Hey, let's go.
Now Balaj. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Watch the eye. Shoot. Let's go. Let's convert.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Bucs on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Buccaneers.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Hey. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 3, check 3.
They'll run with Geis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Winston here to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Miami, they really sleepwalk through this one as they fall to defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not saving,